Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Embrace the Moon Tarot and your new moon October 2017 reading. Changing it up a little bit this month. I had some family medical issues that I had to attend to in the beginning of the month that didn't allow me to do larger readings, so I thought I would sit down and do a quick new moon reading for you for this month. The new moon in October is in Libra, which is going to have me focusing on vibrations that will be available to you to help you create better balance in your life going forward. What it is that you need to release to create space for that energy, if you so choose to utilize it, and what it is that you need to focus on so that you can actually make it work for you, if you so choose to do so. So let me finish shuffling and I will lay down some cards for you. Conflict. Release and focus. So, during the new moon, there's going to be some high energy. I don't want to say volatile, but that word does come to mind. I don't like to use such aggressive words, but that word just popped in my head. So there's just going to be some intense energy that's going to push you into conflict, whether you willingly go or not. Because you can't control other people's lives or reactions or actions or what they have to say or do. So it's one of those things where you don't have a hand in it, but you are going to be affected by it. So there's some energy that's going to be happening that's going to result in some sort of conflict. Very angry words are going to be tossed around, I feel, during the time of the new moon. And it feels very hot and heavy on the day before, the day of, and the day after. So this isn't something, I feel that this is just kind of letting you know. So you can prepare yourself for this, and you can do what it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, so that once this transpires, you can do what it is that you need to create balance, bring balance back into your life, that this is going to rock and shake. So this conflict is going to come around the new moon. Like I said, that it feels very hot the day before, the day of, and the day after. And to prepare yourself for it so that you come out not feeling like your whole world's been turned upside down, and you can kind of get back to a balance once it's concluded and you're moving on from it. You need to release Apple, risk and reward. And I feel that this is letting me know that you need to release that initial, very primal reaction you want to have to this. So if you manage to see this before the new moon, and you come up on the new moon and this conflict arises and actually unfolds before you, and you've had this pre-warning, remember, the universe wants you to know to not settle into your first primal reaction, how you are going to feel to immediately to react, the words you're going to immediately want to say in defense, what you're going to want to do, the thoughts that are going to go through your head that's going to just really spur you on. You need to release that instant gratification that you will have, that you perceive you will have, if you could just say what's on your mind the moment this unfolds in front of you. Because you risk that instant gratification turning into regret, which is going to have the potential of making it harder to smooth out this conflict and get back to balance. So this is all kind of a heads up for you, ultimately. It's slightly different than other readings for this month, but for you, I just feel that this is crucial, because I don't feel that this is something that the vibrations that you can see ahead of time. It's going to kind of just stir and happen, and you're going to be kind of blown away by how quickly it just unfolds in front of you, which is why the primal reaction is going to be so primal and so almost instantaneous. And if you can remember this reading in the moment, that do not risk the reward of instant gratification by saying your first reaction, your first visceral feelings, the first words that you want to have come out of your mouth as a response to what's transpiring. If you can take a step back and manage to separate yourself from the conflict in a way that allows you to respond in the best way for the situation, so that you can get back to balance once the conflict has finally concluded, you will be able to get to a balance much quicker and much easier than if you have that initial, like I said, reaction that comes with the thought that you can have the instant gratification. And you will. I mean, obviously, sometimes if we manage to say what's on our mind during these scenarios, we feel great and justified in the moment. But sometimes the healing process takes so much longer because of what gets said and the pain that's caused by it. So if you can release the risk and reward of saying what you viscerally want to react and say, you can create space for a better balance. So what's your focus? What do you need to focus on? This is very short. This feels like a very short reading for you, because short as in time period. Like, this is just really kind of zoned in around the actual new moon. So your focus, what is going to help you to not go after that risk and reward of instant gratification, is to keep your mindset on the future, recognizing the pain that can be caused when you tap into that instant gratification and add to the conflict, and recognize that the road to recovery, which ultimately takes you to a better balance, from this conflict, is better suited if you don't react right away. Tapping into that knowledge, tapping into that foresight and understanding. If I say this is going to be the result, versus if I manage to say these kinder words, or not say anything regarding to this, or not react in this way. If you can tap into that foresight and recognizing the road to recovery and balance is better suited without that instant gratification reaction, you can get to balance quicker. That is your new moon message. And like I said, it feels very pinpointed. It feels very much around the new moon. Your strength, your focus is what you have to say and do, what you're going to be saying and doing for the risk and reward during the conflict, tapping into what the end result is within the moment. And you can do that, if you take the time to step back and be like, okay, if I say this is going to happen, versus if I say this is going to happen. Tapping into that critical, logical forethought is going to help you get past the vibrations of this conflict and get back into better balance so much faster. So that is your strength. That is your personal power. That is your focus. Having forethought to guide you during that risk and reward, during that conflict. All right, Capricorn, that is all I have for you for this month. I hope you have a good new moon. Once it's all said and done, I hope the vibrations smooth out and you get to where you can get to a better balance eventually after the new moon. But despite this, I hope you still manage to tap into the newness that comes with the new moon and where it can lead you once this transpires. And I hope I see you again in November. Until then, make October a great month.